Hi there. It's Sunday night. It's time for my live. Welcome everyone. Tell me when you're here. We're going to start in 2 minutes. It is time for Stampin' All Day with Bev, Sunday Night Live at 7 Pacific time. If you're new with me, I'm also live Wednesday mornings. Hi Lena, at 9 a.m. So if you're back east or in the central United States, you could watch me on Wednesdays. I know it's late for some of you already. Hello, Carol. Thank you for sprinkling, my friend. You always do. Hi, Barbara. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So at 7 o'clock, everything becomes official and I start my live. Hello, Melody. I'm so glad to see you here. Hi, Marie. Welcome, everybody. We have 1 more minute. I'm going to use that darling set again, Humble Home. It's Hey Karen Kirshner. It's a darling set with a punch, and I am so excited to use it again. It's just the most darling bundle ever. Hi Louise, and so many of you are buying it, purchasing it, already had it. Hey Reiko, and you're having a lot of fun with it, so I'm so glad. It is a fave of mine. So many different things you can do with it. Today's a fun fold, and another way you can use this spectacular bundle, so let's get ready for that. It is 7 o'clock, so we're going to start right on time. So at 7 o'clock, I saw Stephanie Hall's name, and so I'm going to see the next name is Reiko, and the next name is Cookie. Cookie, you are the winner of the project I did last week. So it was the third person. Let me turn you guys all down, and I will show you that I had written down the third person was going to win the project. And what was the project? It was the 2 little boxes. There is a box that you take the bow off, Cookie, and you pick which one you want, and the roof opens up, or the ornament. Whichever one you tell me you want, Cookie, I am going to send you, but you need to send me your address to my email. Let me write down your name right here so I don't forget, and put it with the little houses. Hi, Linda. All right, that was exciting. Put these over here. So, Cookie, just tell me which one you want, and I will get that to you. Now, I know we're backwards still. Let's see here. There we go. So now you can read this along with me. Let me see if I can have some luck and zoom you in a little bit. I wonder, hey Jean, I'm going to move you over. Okay. I'm glad we're back. I tried to move you over a little bit and it went blank on me. Are you all there still? Hey Lynn. All right, there we go. All right, that's good. Welcome to Stampin' All Day with Bev. I am your host, and I live in Tracy, California. If you need my host code, you plan to place an order with me, here we go. Here it is for September. You can shop with me at beverleystamps.stampinup.net, and you can email me your address if you've won something like Cookie just did right here at mofun44@icloud.com. Hello, Pat. All right, here are the items I used for this live. So the Humble Home Bundle in the mini catalog, the Peaceful Evergreen Dies in the mini catalog, cardstock is basic beige in the annual catalog. Hi, Annie. Designer Series paper, Season of Elegance again. Oops, I didn't write that down. Mini catalog. Inks are basic beige, cherry cobbler, and early espresso. Annual catalog. Embellishments are the real red and white peppermints again. And then your basic tools that you usually need when stamping are your paper snips, your paper trimmer, your cut and emboss machine, your take your pick tool, and your bone folder. Adhesives for this one is liquid glue. This is again an original design. The fun fold is not original. It's been around for a while. I don't know who originally designed it, but the design on the card is mine. And I did find this tag cut idea on the internet, but I didn't write down the gal's name. I'm trying to find it again, and I'll let you know what her name is when I find it. I thought I wrote it down and I didn't. Anyway, making a tag with this little set was her idea. Okay. So the mini catalog is where you'll find Humble Home, and look at all the samples right on the cover that show you different ways you can stamp this house. It is on the bundle's on page 46 right here, and it comes with a punch. And I used the items that I've been using for the past few weeks. And I tell you guys over and over again that I use those things more than once just to give you a ton of ideas. Here's the bundle. And give you a ton of ideas so you can use your product over and over and over again. Hey, Roseanne. Here are the 3 colors of the ink pads that I used. And I wanted to go back to the Peaceful Evergreen dies. I used there's 3 trees in this set, and I used the 2 smallest ones. I did not use the largest one. And the number for these dies are on your list. I noticed that you guys have been purchasing those, so I wanted to show you another card where I used them. The peppermints were in stock for a little while. They're back out again, but they will come back, so I used those as well. And then one more time, I wanted to use this Season of Elegance Designer Series paper, but this time I'm using the beige and gold. Hi, Andrea. Okay. Now let me remind you what I've made already. I made this card using the Elegance DSP, Season of Elegance DSP, and the same trees. That's why I pulled them back again. I made this card a while back with the set that goes with the trees, so I wanted to remind you of that. This is regular cardstock with the trees cut out, and this is using the DSP, so you see the difference. And then I made the houses that Cookie just won one. So these little boxes, one's an ornament and one's a box. And then I'm going to show you another card for today. All right, here is my package of paper that I need. So this cardstock is 11 by 4 1/4, just a regular piece of basic beige cardstock cut right down the middle at 4 1/4. And then I'm going to come over and fold that in half to make my hard decision which one to choose. Well, you take your time. Just let me know when you decide. And I'm going to send you everything stamped and cut out and ready for you to put together. The ribbon, everything you need to make that card, Cookie, or that box, whichever one you choose, the ornament or the box. Okay, so I just folded that in half, and then I'm going to use my bone folder to get a really nice seam there. Okay, so our card is going to be landscape like this. Hey, Julia. All right, now we're going to take our trimmer again, and we're going to place the front of the card, I know, Jean, it's beautiful, on the paper trimmer using the channel for the cut line. We're going to put the top left corner right at the fold on the channel of the cut line, and then the bottom right hand corner of the card into the channel. Then we're going to, let's see, make sure I didn't move it. Then we're going to use our paper cutter, the dark blade, and we're going to cut this piece off. So now we have this type of a card. Okay. I know I haven't showed you the card yet, but I will show you in a minute. Now I have a piece of 4 by 5 1/4 basic layer side, but I'm using this DSP. Okay, so now I want to cut this in this direction from top left to bottom right in the same manner that I just cut the card. Okay, take my blade. I like to start in the middle and go up and then back so I don't catch the corners and possibly bend them. Okay, now I can lay my designer series paper on the card like this. Okay, let's go to our liquid glue. Doesn't it look so pretty, this color of DSP with the basic beige? It's so pretty. If you see it up, hi Olive, if you see it up close, look at all this basic beige in there. It's so pretty. And then the other side is not so shimmery, so you can use this side as well. Just whatever you want to use. I'm just going to put some glue on my designer series paper, and I'm going to set it down on the front of the card like this. Okay, then I'm going to close it up, place this one here, and this is a great layout. So let's put more glue. And all I'm going to do is ensure that the tip of the DSP is just before the fold, and then I'm going to line up, leaving a little bit of a frame on the top and the side. Hello, Carol. So there we go. Okay. You want to see the card now that I've got the base shown for you, because that's pretty simple. Let me show you the card. Are you ready? Look at this little card, this little house in a glamorous forest setting. What do you think? Look, oh, look. Look, the tag. And then look, isn't that adorable? So you close it like this, and then this little card is on top, and then the little house actually opens. So you can make tags for your gifts at Christmas with this bundle. Isn't that so cool? How the heck? Do you know how to do this? Have you seen this done? Well, I'm going to get this card together, and then I'm going to show you how to make the tag. Hi, Michelle. All right, so now we need, let me get this sample up here. We need another piece of paper. This is cut. This is for this tag here, this part here. This is cut at 6 by 2.5, and I scored it right down the middle at 3. Oh, I'm so glad you like it, Reiko. Thanks, Lena. So I folded it right in half. So now I have this tag here, see? Very, very easy. Thank you guys for all the hearts. I love it. All right, so we're going to, before we put this on the card, we're going to get the designer series paper that will fit on the front, just like this. Now this is a 2 3/4 by 2 1/4 piece of designer series paper. You guys, thank you for all the hearts. My goodness, that helps my algorithm so much. Thank you, Karen. That means a lot to me, Karen. Karen is a very, very good stamper. She has great ideas. Thank you, Andrea. And Reiko is, oh my goodness, her talent's off the charts, and she likes it too. I'm thrilled. I am so thrilled. Thank you, Jean. Oh, that means the world to me, you guys. All right, so I'm just going to lay this down right here on the front of the tag, so you see it here, the front of the tag. Now, I've already shown you in the past few videos how to cut out the trees, and so I decided that I didn't need to show that to you again, but I do need to get the small trees and the larger trees separate. So I'm going to put one of the large trees on the side of the tag. And you want to put these trees down before you put your house down, because you want them to be behind the house a little bit. Okay. So I'm going to put the bottom of the tree down towards the bottom of this card and over to the side a little bit, because I have to leave room for my house. Then I'm going to get one of the shorter trees and I'm going to lay it here. The house will cover it up somewhat, but it looks like it's behind in the backyard, right? Okay. That's what I was thinking. It's in the backyard. So I just put glue right down the center of my trees, and then I laid it down like that. And then one more small tree, so large, small, and small, and this one's going to go on the tag here. And you can go off the tag because it's going to be on this bigger card. So I'm so thrilled that you guys love this. I just love it too. Hey Brenda, welcome. So let's get this one onto the card. Okay. All right, now we're going to flip it open and we're going to do the inside. I'm going to use these guys in a minute. So let's take a scrap of the red that comes from the same designer series paper and put that into the punch and punch out 3 little hearts. Remember, DSP is double-sided, so just depending what side you want to use, some will have gold and some will be more solid red. So it's up to you. Hi, Diane. Okay, so let me get this out of the way now, all the little scraps. Need the 3 hearts. The scraps out of the way. All right, we're gonna line these 3 hearts at the bottom of the card. So I'm just gonna put a little daub, just squeeze out lightly, a little bit of glue, and I always start in the middle when I lay out so I can somewhat get even, right? Thank you, Roseanne. Oh, another highly talented stamper. Good, I'm so glad you like this. So I'm gonna take my hearts and put one right there. Then I'm going to put another here. And then another here. Just like that. Okay, and then I said from our house to yours, see that? So I'm going to grab that stamp. From our house to yours, and the cherry cobbler ink. Tap, tap, tap. Good evening, ladies. I'm late. My neighbor needs your prayers. She has been taken by ambulance to the hospital with heart problems. Okay, I am going to put her on a prayer tag. Diane. She will be in the center of the prayer board tomorrow. I will pray for her tonight, though, as well. And then I will be praying for her every time I look at my board. Hi, Diane. Hi, Brenda. So there we go. From my house to yours. Okay. Hey, Vera. All right. So now we're going to take our card base back. Oh, Lynn, thank you so much. I'm going to put this in like this. Kind of see where I want to set it. We'll move this guy out of the way. You're welcome, Diane, of course. And I'm just eyeballing, so I'm going to get this straight on my grid lines of my glass mat. And then I'm going to come down to see where these dotted lines are, these space lines. I'll line it up there when I get the glue on. Oh, I'm glad you love it. So let's put some glue on the back of the, I'm going to call it a tag, okay? Just so you know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about it. So glue on the back of the tag. Line this back up, and then I'm getting the top of the fold lined up with these lines here. Okay, and then center. Just like that. Simple, Simon, isn't it? But it doesn't look simple. It looks a little elegant to me, right? Okay, so now let's go back to the inside. I, again, wanted to help this not be so stark here and add some more trees. So on this one, I added the large one on this side and the small one on this side. So let's do that. And you still have, I thought about it, and you still have room to write your message here. Okay. Glue down the middle of the tree. Let's set this down. There. And then another. Let's set this down. Okay. So now all I need to do is teach you how to make the little tag house. So now we're going to concentrate on the house being a tag. Okay? So let me put these two aside, and we're going to concentrate on that. So you're going to take your punch, and I'm just going to do it all the way from scratch so you can see it very clearly. Let me see if this piece of paper is wide enough for the house or not. It is, okay. So you're going to take your punch and you're going to punch out. Doesn't matter at all what color cardstock you use, just whatever you have scrap of. And you're going to punch out 2 houses. Okay, there's your 2 houses. Then you're going to get another scrap of cardstock. Any scrap, any width, as long as it, oops, turn this one over like that. As long as it's not wider than your houses, okay? So now we're going to lay these houses like this, one chimney on the left and one chimney on the right, but we're going to put the roofs together like this. Okay, so they're roof to roof with a chimney on both sides. Okay, so now I'm going to take my scrap and I'm going to put some glue on it, and this is going to be a pattern that you're going to keep with your stamp set. So you can make tags with these houses anytime you want to. Remember, I said you do not have to use these houses at just Christmas time. You can use them all year round. New neighbor moves in, Somebody buys a new house that you know. From our house to your house anytime. Now what I'm doing is just lining up these roofs so they're straight. And the glue, because it's wet, allows you to move things till you've got them butted together. So now you're going to have this. Okay? All right, so now you need a piece of cardstock, the color you want your house for your card to be, which in my case is basic beige, cut at 4 by 2.5. 4 long, 2.5 wide. Okay. So you're going to lay your houses. Now, you're going to fold this cardstock in half. An important step that I almost left out. So it's 4 inches long, so your score line is right at 2 inches, right? Folded right in half. Okay. Now you're going to take your houses and you're going to put the seam where the two houses are together right on the fold of the 2-inch fold, like that. Just hold it there like this. You've got the bottom of the houses at the bottom of the cardstock. Hold it up close so you can see. Hey, Claudia. Claudia, I just boxed up your owl today. Shame on me. I've been so busy. Oh my goodness, I've been doing so many things. Okay, so the center of the house is on the center fold line. The bottom of the house is at the bottom of the cardstock. So I'll mail it out tomorrow, Claudia. I'm so sorry that it took so long. And then we're going to take snips and we're just going to cut the bottom off just like that of both pieces, of both sides. Okay, so now this is what it looks like. I'm trying to get my hand out of the way so you can see. So I just cut off at the bottoms. All right, so this is what you're going to save this pattern in your stamp set. Okay. Now fold this in half like this. And where did I do with my punch? Here you go. And then hold your punch where you're looking at the hole of the punch. You're looking at the back side. And you're going to slip this paper with the fold here on the large roof line. Okay, so let's put this in. And I'm going to make sure, don't worry about the heart or the square or the dot. We're just concentrating on the house. Now, I've got the bottom of the cardstock level. You don't have to have it level with the bottom of the punch. You can go down a little bit. But what's important, I'm going to get my take your pick tool so I can point it out. What's important is that you can see a little bit of air right here. Remember, this paper is folded in half. This is a fold. So if we push this all the way in like this and we punched, we'd get two houses separate. But if we pull it down and we can see a little bit of space, just a hair, right here. Can you guys all see the space? I want to make sure you see that there's just a little bit of space there. Okay. And you've got your chimney and you've got your floor, all good. Now I'm just pinching right now to get it tight. Now, there's two pieces of cardstock that you're trying to punch through. Hi, Faith. My desk has a glass mat on it, and it has two sawhorses on either side of the desk. It's from IKEA, so I don't trust it to be so strong for me to put this down and give all my might to punch these two out. So I'm going to turn around behind me where I have a solid desk and just punch this out. I have to put my whole hand on here to punch it out, okay? So I'm going to come over to my desk and do that. You'll hear it. Okay. So I had to put a lot of pressure on this to push it down and get it to clip through both pieces of cardstock. See that? See, that looks just like your pattern. And then what comes out is a little house, but because we didn't punch the fold, we have a tag. So you can make tags for your Christmas presents. The to and from is in the stamp set. And you can make little houses 3D on your cards if you wanted to. Okay, so I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to go back to my basic beige ink. And this time, did you guys like that? I don't see any. Did you like that? So this is open now. There we go. I got a heart. Maybe you were just, oh, thank you, Claudia. Maybe you were just in awe or something, but I thought it was pretty cool. So now I have to pull this down so it's low so I can see right over it. And I am going to put the brick house, the brick stamp, I'm going to stamp it in basic beige right onto the house. Yes, ma'am. Very neat. It's not my original idea, Carol, but thank you. Oh, thank you guys. You're awesome. All right, so there's the house stamped with the brick. Now I'm going to go to my Early Espresso ink, and I'm going to do the roof line and the door and the windows with the Early Espresso. Tap, tap, tap. Come down low so I can look right over the top. These are photopolymer stamps, so they allow you to see what you're doing. You can see through the block and you can see through the stamp, and so you can line things up. There you go. And then I'm going to take the little window and door stamp, but in the punch they have the windows that you can punch out if you'd like. And I'm going to stamp that down as well. Isn't that stinking adorable? Love it. All right, so we said from our house to yours inside the tag, and this is the front of the house. So you can choose whatever stamp you want, and I just chose Merry Christmas since this is going to be a Christmas card. Also, this Merry Christmas is also within the bundle in the stamp set. And let's go to Cherry Cobbler again. Tap, tap, tap. And stamp Merry Christmas. Right there. Now, if this was going to be a to and from tag, you would take a hole punch at this point and just punch a hole in the top here, and then you could have your tag. Okay. I'm missing some comments, but I will read them later. All right, so now we've got that, and then we're going to come over to our peppermints. And this time I used the largest one on there because I was just curious. So I'm happy with all three sizes of the peppermints on this little house, because I was thinking, you know, if I send out a lot of Christmas cards using these, yes, they'll all look good on this house. All right. So now we just come over to our card, and we're going to put glue on the back of the house. Let's sit still right there for a minute. Okay. And then remember, I wanted my 3 trees to be on the side yard and in the backyard. So that's why I placed them down first, so they could be behind the house a little bit. And you're just going to hold it there for a second. I lined up the bottom of the house with the bottom of the smaller card. Clear off a space so you can see this very clearly now. Look at this card. Isn't it the cutest thing? I think it's elegant. You could, I think there's a hello in here, isn't there? No, there's not a hello. There's a welcome. You could, if you're doing a house not for Christmas, you could put welcome across the front. There is a wreath you could put above the door or on the door. It's just the cutest little bundle I've ever seen. I just love it. Thank you guys. Now I have to tell you a little secret. I have a company out in my backyard, and they're waiting for me to come out in the patio because my grandson, Clay, came over yesterday and today, and he put posts in my secret garden, and today he put up the string lights all across my patio. So they're all sitting out there with an adult beverage, waiting for me to come out there and celebrate the new look of our new patio. The patio, the pizza oven area was already pretty. It really, really is. I'm so happy with it. We use it all the time. But now with the lights, it's kind of got like a winery vibe. I don't know. I'm loving it. So they're waiting for me to come out there, but I told them I have to be with my friends on Sunday night, and I have to show them this adorable card. So I'm going to go out there now and sit and enjoy that new atmosphere for the first time tonight. Thanks, Jean. So I'm going to let you go, but I want to ask you first, do you have any questions? I hope the instructions and directions that I gave you were clear and that you can make some tags now. I'm going to stand up one of the cards so you see how it looks when it's standing up, and lay one down, and there we go. But if you have any questions, just email me. In fact, you can call me. I'd love to talk to you, and I can answer your questions for you. All right, ladies, you have a nice evening, and we'll see you next time, Wednesday at 9. Bye-bye. I'm glad you love it, Debbie. Thank you. Thank you, Vera. I will. Send pictures of my yard. You want to go out there with me? I can take you out there. Let me take you out there. Just real quick. Oh, that's me. You don't want to see me. You're going to see my floor for a minute. Oh, Annie, I'm so glad you love it. Okay, so I'm going out my stamp room door. Okay, let's go. They know how much I love you guys. So it's dark. Because, oh, there's the pool lights. We've had those for a long time. But until we get around the carriage house, you're not going to be able to see anything. And I'm walking slow because I don't want to trip over anything. There's nothing out here, or shouldn't be. Let's look. Oh, they're not out here yet. They must be making the little drinks and snacks in the kitchen still. Oh, you know why I told them 7:45. What time is it? But here is our pizza oven area. And he just put up all these lights today. And I'm so thrilled with it. I bet you they knew I would come out here and show it, so they probably stayed in the house on purpose. There's the pool. It's so dark you can hardly see it, but oh, I'm so glad you like it. Here we go. That's where we make our pizza all the time. All right, ladies, I'm going to let you go. And you have a nice evening. God bless. And I will be praying for your neighbor, Diane.